Who is it?
It's me, Davey.
What do you want?
I got that review you wanted.
Leave it on the doorstep and get the hell out of here.
Alright, Davey. But what about the chocolate?
What chocolate?
The chocolate Ken Lindsay said you had for me to get Harold out.
That a fact. How much do I owe you?
Ken Lindsay said 10 crates.
Too bad Ken Lindsay ain't in charge no more.
What do you mean?
He's in Washington. He'll call you when he gets back. Hey, tell you what I'm gonna give you, bestie.
Oh my god. That's a real gun.
I'm gonna give you to the count of 10 to get you ugly, yellow,
That's offensive to Asian people.
no good keister off my property before I pump your guts full of lead.
Alright, Davey. I'm going.
1, 2, 10. I like shooting him. This is fun. Out of the shot. Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Thanks!
Do you like fun and adventure? Then sit back and enjoy the Brothers Not Lovers as they discuss all things movies. What's overrated or underrated? What makes you go really? Or how dare you? Or even just simply how funny this movie can be. You have the insightful, intuitive Davey, who is awesome. And you have the film bestie, Josh. He's there.
Merry Christmas!
Happy... what does that say? Mohava... A...
It was supposed to say Hanukkah, but somebody wrote English Boxing Day.
Oh, okay, cool. Happy Boxing Day. I hope Muhammad Ali wins.
It's not what Boxing Day is.
Okay.
I'm Davey, and I'm awesome. And this is Josh, the film bestie.
And I'm also awesome.
And this is our yearly Christmas movie review. Around Christmas, we don't care if it's alternative, B-rated, cult, whatever. Just a movie that we used to love around the holidays.
Ebenezer Bone.
We used to love around the holidays, not just you.
Santa's Lay.
You're done. No, this year, we're going to be doing probably my favorite Christmas movie ever. I don't know about yours. This movie was made in 1988, and it was directed and produced by Richard Donner. Yes, the guy who did Superman did this movie.
He also did Lethal Weapon.
And written by Mitch Glazer and Michael O'Donoghue. Co-produced by Art Linson. Made by Mirage Productions, and distributed by Paramount Pictures. Ladies and gentlemen, the classic story retold in the best way possible. Scrooged!
This is my second favorite Christmas movie ever.
I'm gonna regret this, but what is your first?
The Muppet Christmas Carol, dude.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
What do you think I was gonna say?
Never mind. The movie opens at Santa's workshop.
They gave me the Weezer shirt.
Incoming!
Whoa. Somebody didn't get the dolly surprise they wanted.
Dude, I thought they made toys in that workshop.
Hey, those are toys. My toys. But then, Lee Majors shows up.
It's Lee Majors!
You're a big fan of $6 Million Man, are you?
What? No, he hooked up with Farrah Fawcett. She's hot. I'm a big fan.
She was.
Is there a back way out of this place? Of course there is, Lee.
Hey, that looks like the gun Jesse Ventura used in Predator.
It is.
Cool.
The very same. Turns out this was the commercial for a Christmas special movie that was going to be playing on a channel called IBC.
The night the reindeer died.
Oh, dude, I would watch the crap out of that movie.
Oh, yeah.
Here on IBC, you'll love it.
You'll love it, like you will, and Yuletide because it's Christmas.
Oh! me the Scrooge promo.
That's Frank Cross, and he's the president of IBC. And he's played by Bill Murray. IBC is putting on a live production of A Christmas Carol they're titling Scrooge. And Mr. Cross is not happy with that promo.
Now, I have to kill all of you.
It's a little harsh. I mean, don't you think he could do something other than kill them?
He could kill them?
Bestie.
Pancakes?
Frank goes on about how they invested a lot of money into this show. And one of his employees tells him, but it's okay. A lot of people are really excited to see the show.
That isn't good enough!
So he shows them his promo.
Absolute brain.
This has nothing to do with Scrooge whatsoever.
Life might just
Before you get too excited, it's basically just A Christmas Carol.
I'd watch the crap out of that commercial every day.
But one of his employees, Elliot Loudermilk, played by Bobcat Goldthwait, doesn't like it.
That thing looked like the Manson family Christmas special.
I reiterate, I would watch the crap out of that.
Frank decides that he's going to fire Elliot, when his secretary Grace, played by Alfie Woodward, reminds him, but it's Christmas.
Thank you. Call accounting. Stop his bonus.
Frank's,
Bitch!
no, he's a jerk.
Oh.
In fact, after this, he goes through his Christmas giving list. He's giving away some VCRs.
That's what we used to watch movies on back in the 80s and the 90s.
Good. But he's also giving away a bunch of IBC towels, including to his secretary, Grace.
What about my bonus?
Towel or a face cloth.
Like I said,
Bitch!
jerk! Then we meet somebody else who got a towel. His brother, James.
So, any chance of you maybe making Christmas dinner this year?
None.
Played by John Murray, Bill Murray's real-life brother. Frank goes back to his office and gets a special guest.
Woo-wee!
That's Frank's old boss.
His boss is Jacob Marley?
No, his boss is Lou Hayward.
Jacob Marley's name is Lou Hayward?
Here, play with this. Don't put it in your mouth! And he's played by John Forsythe. He tells Frank that he's in a lot of trouble.
Don't waste your life as I did mine.
Waste?
Frank says, how could it be a waste? He was a legend in this business.
You're the man who invented the miniseries.
Mankind should have been my business.
He tells Frank that he's going to be visited by 3 ghosts. And the first one's going to be tomorrow at noon.
God, tomorrow's bad for me, Lou.
But Lou tells him this is not a joke.
I could squeeze you in for a breakfast.
So he pushes him through a window.
Oh no, please don't think I'm a suicide.
Oh, give him a break.
That'll do. He falls and falls and falls. Down to his couch.
Been on that trip before.
I'm sure you have. But this makes him think it must have just been a dream. Was that a dream?
What did it call?
His old girlfriend that he hasn't spoken to in 15 years.
It's a long time.
Oh, something terrible has happened. Or maybe not. I don't know.
That's a really creepy message to leave on an old girlfriend's machine.
Not crazier than the one I left. Look, I know it's been 3 weeks. Okay, 3 days. But I need you to call me. Okay? I need you. I can't do this. I can't do this. You can't write me off like this. I love you. I love you. Please forgive me and take me back. Call me back.
Josh. Was that your girlfriend or something?
No, man, it's Shakey's Pizza. They won't deliver to me anymore. It still hurts, man.
Damn, you're stupid. The next day, another one of the executives shows Frank a newspaper article about a woman who died because she was literally scared to death by his promo.
She's pretty.
This is terrific! You can't buy publicity like this!
See that? My boy Murray is a glass half full kind of guy.
No. He's an uncaring, selfish
Bitch!
jerk. On the set, the network censor is there, and she's upset about the costumes that the dancers on the show are going to be wearing.
Why?
Because apparently you can almost see their nipples. But there are a few stagehands there telling her you can hardly see the nipples.
See, and these guys are really looking.
So is he. But eventually, this happens.
Watch out.
Oh, God, I'd love to do that to my censor. You know what I mean? Like when you... Oh, really? I swear to God, I'm gonna... With a blue rope, pink fish, and blue justice. You're really not gonna let me air any of that, are you?
You know what? Tell you what. It's Christmas. Just repeat everything you said.
All right.
I'm sorry if I said anything ever derogatory to you, Davey. You know I love working here. You are awesome, and you take care of me so well. I'm such a happy guy to be a part of Davey is awesome.
You did a voiceover, didn't you?
Yeah. You know why? Because I have the power. I control this. This channel is not Joshy is awesome. It's Davey is awesome. Power goes to me. Me!
Oh, dear God, I hope Santa Claus brings you a breath mint in your stocking.
Frank gets a visit from Claire.
Hi.
Played by Karen Allen. Really?
Don't judge me.
Frank tries to play it off like he just wanted to talk.
Lumpy, I know that voice. That was the frightened Lumpy I heard.
Her nickname for Frank is Lumpy.
That's what I call her.
I must have woken up your husband and your kids.
No, I've never gotten married.
Score! After she leaves, Frank goes to lunch with his boss, and his boss tells him that he's getting him some help.
A lot of men in your position would see me as a threat. It's only natural.
That's his help, Bryce.
My lacrosse coach used to say, there is no I in T-E-A-M.
What a douche. Seriously, I hate people who say crap like there's no I in team.
Right?
There is a me. Just then, Frank starts seeing things. But there is no I.
In B-O-O-Z-E.
I'll take it away.
Then he sees someone on fire.
I'm sorry. You know, I thought you were Richard Pryor.
You know, it took me years to get that joke.
Oh, yeah.
So he decides to leave with some dignity. That fall wasn't in the script. It was very wet, Bill Murray fell, and they left it in there. Frank goes to get a cab.
I'm the ghost.
That's the ghost of Christmas Past, played by David Johansen. It was originally supposed to be played by Sam Kinison, but David Johansen is a friend of Bill Murray's, so he pulled some strings. The ghost takes Frank to 1955.
For now, he's got to seduce his mother to get her to get with his father so that he can be born.
Wrong movie. But they do go to see his parents.
I've got something for you. Merry Christmas.
His father is played by Brian Doyle Murphy, his other acting brother.
Wow. Nepotism runs deep in this movie.
Wow. Can't believe you know a word like nepotism.
She taught it to me.
Hold it right there.
It's me, Awesome Davey.
I knew it was you. I could smell you getting off the elevator.
My new Old Spice.
You was here last night too, wasn't you?
I want to say no, but I kind of want to say yes.
You was here, and you was reviewing with Ken Lindsay.
What? No, come on, man. I would never.
Don't give me that. You've been reviewing with everybody. Snuffy, Al, Leo, Little Mo with the gimpy leg, Cheeks, Phony Bob, Robert Kindler.
He offered me chicken nuggets.
I could go on forever, bestie.
Davey, my love is an ocean. Atlantic would take it 2 airplanes to get across it.
I believe you.
Oh, thank Christ.
But my Tommy gun don't. Thanks.
Oh, not this again.
Get down on your knees and tell me you love Kung Pao.
I love Kung Pao.
You gotta do better than that. I love Kung Pao. I really, really love Kung Pao. Maybe I'm off my hinges, but I believe you. That's why I'm gonna let you go.
Oh, thank Christ.
I'm gonna give you that counter tree to get your ugly, four-flushing carcass
Shitchwold?
out my door. 1, 2. This is still fun. 3. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. And a Happy New Year.
It's 5 pounds of veal.
Daddy, I asked Santa for a choo-choo.
Merry Christmas, son. Here's some tortured baby cow meat. And get that off your head.
Oh, sorry, man. We get a little rough at times.
Then his mom.
Merry Christmas, Frankie Angel.
You know, his mom's kind of hot.
Sure you want to say that in front of your girlfriend? I'd get a little bit jealous.
Well, Lumpy and I are in a bit of a open relationship. Eh?
Get that the hell away from me!
It's okay, baby. He didn't mean it.
The hell he didn't.
Take me to my office. Gladly.
He takes Frank to 1968 during an office Christmas party. That Frank leaves quickly and bumps into Claire.
That's how I met her.
Didn't you meet her at Susie's?
She was on the shelf. She's a dirty little spinster.
You had some things, didn't you?
Yes.
Here.
Oh!
This is why Claire calls him Lumpy.
You know why I call her Lumpy?
I don't want to know.
She found a lump in her mashed potatoes.
Okay.
And her fake boobs.
Then to 1971. Frank and Claire have been together for 3 years, and Frank has his own show.
Like the mailman. Hey, Frisbee.
He's the dog.
Yeah.
He's the one in the dog suit.
Oh.
But apparently Frank and Claire have been having problems.
I mean, I know you've been under a lot of pressure.
Well, it's been rough.
And they break up.
Aww.
You and Claire for Frisbee the dog.
Not a very good choice.
He could kill her?
Bestie.
Well, I am happy with the path that I've chosen, you little bitch.
Whoa. What'd you say? What'd you say?
Josh. You couldn't take him.
I know.
Frank decides to go to the homeless shelter that Claire works at because he really needs to talk to her.
I have been thinking a lot about the past.
He tells her he wants to take her out.
And eat Chinese food.
Hell yes.
But real quick, a couple of volunteers need Claire's help. They have an emergency that only she can take care of, but Frank doesn't want to wait.
They're incompetent.
No, Claire, please, fire these people.
Fire them.
Yeah, you fire them.
They're volunteers.
Dude, trust me. You can't fire somebody you're not actually paying. So because of this, Frank storms off.
Scrape them off. You want to save somebody? Save yourself.
Well, Merry Christmas to you too.
Bah humbug.
I totally could have taken him.
No, you couldn't.
Oh, I know.
Frank goes back to the studio and meets the ghost of Christmas Present. Played by Carol Kane.
Don't Judge me.
Josh, I'm not judging you. I just think you're a piece of garbage. The Ghost of Christmas Present is a little bit rough.
Kicked me in the balls.
It's time to begin the journey.
In real life, the first time they did that take, she accidentally tore his mouth so bad that they had to halt production for a couple of days.
You know I like the rough stuff, don't you, Frank?
I'll bet you do. With those bare shoulders.
Well, in actuality, Carol Kane didn't like playing this part because she didn't like how violent and rough she had to be with Bill Murray.
Oh.
Made her very uncomfortable.
Oh.
The first place she takes him is to his secretaries. And he sees her son, Calvin.
What's wrong with him?
He hasn't spoken since he saw his father killed 5 years ago.
He's the Tiny Tim.
Davy. They just said it. His name is Calvin.
Thank you, Josh.
Well, is he gonna be okay?
He sees that even though they are so poor, that they're happy.
She may be due for a raise.
Maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Then she takes him to his brother James's home, where he's having a Christmas party.
You forgot to open your brother's present.
Oh,
That doesn't look like a towel.
Grace, his secretary, decided that instead of getting him the towel, she was going to send him the VCR anyway. And in 1988, VCRs were actually very expensive.
Well, either wanted a car or you wanted a VCR.
Pretty much. Now, if you can even find a VCR at a thrift store or something, they'll pretty much give it to you if you buy a pair of socks to go with it.
What the hell? It's only mine, honey.
It's time for them to go, although Frank doesn't want to leave. Did she really have any other alternative?
Yeah. I'm glad she went with that.
Frank gets back to the set. But that's not the real Ghost of Christmas Future.
You don't say.
He's in the show, Mr. Cross, as the Ghost of Christmas Future.
But upstairs, he's about to meet the real one. No CGI, people. They had to build a real big arm to do that effect. Just before it grabs him,
I'm home!
Elliot is back. He's drunk, and he wants revenge.
That boy can't hold his liquor.
Yeah.
We're gonna find out who's naughty or nice.
You know, you're not being such a good boy either. Frank is able to escape into the elevator, and inside is...
Out! Oh, it's you.
No, it's not. The ghost shows him Tiny Calvin's future.
Merry Christmas, Calvin.
Calvin ends up in a mental ward. For what, they don't say.
Maybe he killed somebody.
Or maybe he tried to kill himself.
Or maybe he just got frustrated because he couldn't talk.
Maybe he could talk, but the only thing he could actually say was, "Braised beef is brilliant." And then he sees Claire.
Hey, you! Beat it! Gilles?
Apparently Claire turned into a... Go ahead.
Into a really mean lady.
You want to save somebody. Save yourself.
Hey, that's what he said earlier. Duh!
Then, in true Christmas Carol fashion, we go to Frank's funeral that is attended by almost no one.
Jimmy, don't let him burn me! Please don't let him burn me!
But then suddenly he's back! And he's changed!
I'm alive!
Not for long.
Oh yeah, Elliot.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that guy.
You know this one? Ah! That's my thing. I'm gonna be doing this to everybody.
Didn't see that coming.
He tells Elliot he's gonna hire him back with double pay and a promotion.
As long as he doesn't tell anyone about the belly. But we'll tell them all.
Frank goes to the live show.
Oh, I got it.
And Elliot goes to the control room.
Don't touch that dial and stay out!
This is live. It's chaotic. So Frank's boss calls the control room. He wants to speak to Bryce.
But he can't talk to you right now because he's tied up.
Bada bing!
You just said that you were a flatulating butthead?
A butthead?
Frank starts telling the audience at home that he's a new man. Tells them how he's changed, why he's changed, that he was a jerk. He starts telling his brother on television that he loves him, but confesses him that he didn't get him the VCR. That was Grace. Then he even brings up his one true love, Claire.
It's Christmas Eve. It's not too late, is it?
So Claire goes to get a taxi.
Can you get me to the IBC building in 3 minutes?
Which floor?
And that's when he goes on and on about Christmas not just being a holiday that we celebrate once a year, but something we can take with us all year long.
I believe in it now. I believe it's gonna happen to me now. I'm ready for it.
Like a boss! And then Calvin comes over. He's got one more thing to add.
God blesses everyone.
It's a miracle!
Now, doesn't have to be a politician.
And then Claire shows up.
And they lived happily ever after.
So there you have it. That's the all-time Christmas classic, Scrooged. A movie based off another all-time Christmas classic, A Christmas Carol. Of course, written by Charles Dickens. This movie had a $32 million budget and did $100.3 million in the box office. So I guess you could say it was a success.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? Well deserved. I mean, apparently to be in this movie, Bill Murray turned down the leading roles in Rain Man, Big, and Cocktail. All big movies, but I wouldn't say any of them were as big as this movie. So, good choice.
Rain Man was.
Rain Man was a big success, but I don't think it's had the lasting success that Scrooge just had. Like all these movies, they had their success, they had their time, they're legendary movies, but this one is still a very, very popular movie. Still makes a lot of money to this day.
Oh yeah. Not as much money as the Muppet Christmas Carol.
I don't know about that.
Don't you dare insult
Not
Kermit the Frog.
Not insulting Kermit the Frog. I love the Muppet Christmas Carol. We'll do that one eventually.
Yes, we will.
But I wouldn't say that one was more successful than this. And this movie almost didn't come about considering that Richard Donner, the director, and Bill Murray really did not get along.
But let's be fair, Bill Murray doesn't get along with anyone.
That is true. There's always some stories of some people on his set not getting along with him. I mean, heck, lately it's been coming out what a jerk he was on the set of the first Charlie's Angels movie. But usually him and the director can do okay. But no, he really didn't get along with Richard Donner. In fact, in an interview, they asked Bill Murray if he had any disagreements with Richard Donner, and he jokingly said, "Oh, only a few. Every moment of every day." Some of his friendships over movies were ruined, like him and Harold Ramis almost didn't talk until Harold Ramis' death after Groundhog's Day. Apparently Bill Murray was very hard to work with.
Oh yeah.
Probably for reasons like, well, most of his dialogue in this movie was ad-libbed. Doesn't really like to stick to scripts, doesn't really like to do what he's told. But ultimately, despite all that, despite how big a pain that Bill Murray can be, this is my all-time favorite Christmas movie ever.
It's up there for me, yep.
Yeah, which says a lot because I do absolutely love Christmas. Christmas is like one of my favorite times of the year. Actually, it is my favorite time of the year.
I just wish people could stop, bitching about it. It's like, okay, so some people want to call it Christmas, some want to call it holiday. Would you get mad at a Jewish person for saying Happy Hanukkah? No. Be excellent to each other on the holidays. Love this holiday.
I will agree with you there. Like, I really don't care. If somebody wants to say Happy Holidays, that doesn't offend me, that doesn't bother me. Just leave me alone and don't get mad if I say Merry Christmas. That's all I'm asking.
So much flavor around one time. Let's all just embrace it.
But still, I do love Christmas. I love Christmas movies. I love Christmas music. I am that guy who gets happy when the Christmas music comes on at the stores where everybody else is going, oh, we gotta listen to this for a month or so. I love it.
You know what I love about Christmas? Father Christmas himself. The spirit of Christmas. Krampus.
You're done. And then Christmas movies themselves. I love lots of Christmas movies. Even the ones that aren't that popular. Jingle All the Way. Kirk Cameron Saving Christmas. I love them. I love the popular ones. I love the Muppet Christmas Carol. I love the Home Alone movies. The first two.
In fact, stay tuned for future Comment Corner because I'm going to put in that for him to read a special little childhood list of a VHS tape we used to have and the exact order the movies came in. Little tradition that we used to share. Hopefully some of you will take that tradition and like it yourselves.
I even like the not so known ones. Like, I still love watching The Little Troll Prince. Most of you probably don't even know what that is.
And sometimes they get a little rough, like Die Hard, Lethal Weapon,
Great.
Gremlins,
Batman Returns.
Oh yeah.
Yes, these are all Christmas movies. I don't care what you say.
And my favorite Christmas movie of all, Showgirls.
That's not even close to a Christmas movie.
Was for me.
But again, of all the Christmas movies out there, and there are a lot of Christmas movies, and not just a lot of Christmas movies, but let's face it, there are so many different movies telling the story of The Christmas Carol. Heck, there's even a movie about the guy who wrote The Christmas Carol.
They are milking that cow half to death.
And sometimes, yeah, even I'm sitting there going like, watching a television show where they're doing The Christmas Carol again, or watching another version of The Christmas Carol and going, okay, I've seen this, I'm done with it. But to me, this was the absolute best telling of The Christmas Carol there ever was.
Hey, Lumpy. Before we go, what was your favorite Christmas movie? What was that? Do it, girl. Told you never to mention that movie to me again! You don't want to know.
I really don't. So there you have it. That's our review of the Christmas classic, Scrooged.
Harold loved Scrooge.
Hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, make sure to hit like. Hit subscribe. Hit that little bell so you get notifications for when we post new videos, and leave a comment. Tell us your favorite Christmas movie out there. Tell us your favorite version of A Christmas Carol. Merry Christmas.